Hi guys, how you doing today? This is the Ren Love here, and I'm back with another video, another rant, about freaking being an adult and how stupid it is. Alright, let's go on into it.
Come be an awkward beat with me.
Okay, so again, if you don't know, my name is Ren Love, and I kind of just post whatever I want. What? Anyway, post whatever I want, whether that be rants, reaction videos, or silly things, whatever. Sorry if the audio is a little patchy. I'm using my phone right now because I don't have my setup at the moment, so be patient with me, guys. Okay. Um. Anyway, so last video I was talking about being an adult and how you have to like keep learning about stuff and it's how annoying it is, and yeah. So this time I'm talking about another annoying thing about being an adult, and that's the maturity level that you have to hold yourself accountable for, even if someone your age, younger or older, is being stupid. So what I mean by that is, having to make these boundaries and being able to own up when you're wrong while also not letting someone step on you or use you in any type of way. I'm gonna give an example. So, I had a friend who said that I did something and that they felt wasn't right. So they came to me about it in a way that was respectful. And I apologized, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. How can we like fix this, or how can that's how that's supposed to go, right? Like, it's supposed to be a conversation. It's not supposed to be a you did this, you did this, you did this high school crap, right? And mind you, this friend is like my age or like a couple years older than me, and we've been friends for a long time. So it's just easier to have these conversations when it comes to like boundaries being broken and stuff like that, right? So when it comes to coworkers, this is where it gets stupid. This is where I get aggravated, and this is where I have to struggle to not punch a fucking wall out, because you are at work. This should be an easy conversation to have if the other party and it's just you and them, right? So, for example, I had a coworker that I was working with, and they were upset at something that I did, and I was trying to help them out. I was wrong on how I did it, and I said, okay, cool, I'm not going to do that anymore, whatever. But she was upset because she was mistaking something else that I was doing when it was something that was for me and not for her. So instead of just talking about it one-on-one, she vented to someone else in the room that didn't even work with us. She vented to our manager. And then when I tried to be like, look, I'm not understanding where the problem is. I'm trying to talk to somebody else about this. Let me go talk to a higher management, right? So instead of like dealing with it to where I could talk to them, it was a red flag when they decided not to let me talk to them, or they were trying to finish it with me there. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna deal with this myself. This was not a recent event, by the way. Like, this wasn't something that happened anytime recently. This is just an example. So they were just kind of like, it's a red flag whenever you have a coworker telling you that you can't reach out to your supervisor. And the reason why I say that is because in doing so, they lied somewhere, and they're going to be caught if you go and ask questions. That is normally the red flag when someone is telling you not to talk to a supervisor, especially if you're trying to understand the situation on where you went wrong, right? So for me, the boundaries I have is, if I'm about to get mad, I'm going to walk away, and I'm not going to sit here and feed this conversation. I'm not going to feed it. It's my job, whatever. And this is with friends too. Like, I've had friends who boundaries have been crossed so many times, and then I blow up and it goes out of steam. So it's just like being able to navigate how to hold on to your boundaries in a respectful way, whether it be in a professional setting, but also at home. So if you have those expectations with friends, you have those expectations with coworkers, you know how to navigate it better to where you aren't the asshole in the situation. So, I try not to be petty, but as soon as I realize that someone is trying to walk over me, I stop caring. And do I feel bad? I feel a little bit, but I don't feel bad because in sincerity, I'm taking care of myself. And I'm making sure that nobody else is stepping on me or making me feel like I am less than. Because I already know what I'm doing is right. So, adulting sucks when the boundaries are hitting a wall, and when it's a coworker, when it's a friend, when it's a family member. It's just really hard to maintain boundaries, especially if they're family, bro. If they're family, like, I had a family member who, not gonna say their name, but like I had a family member who was just extremely disrespectful to me. And the disrespect just kept going, and it got to a point where I basically told them, fuck you. The biggest fuck you I could tell them. And I walked away from the situation. I don't speak to them to this day. And I know a lot of people go, oh, blood is thicker than water. But it's really not. Like, if you are being... Why would I be okay with family members doing this, coworkers doing this, or friends doing this? If one of them can't, none of y'all can. You know what I mean? It's just figuring out what you prioritize, morally speaking. Do you prioritize getting walked on, or do you prioritize protecting your peace? There is genuinely no switching it up. So, I mean, adulting sucks in the matter that you kind of have to be your protector, your lawmaker, your law defender. And if someone isn't doing what they're supposed to, or like you already told them their boundaries and they're over here doing this, or you've already tried to work out a situation and now they're getting disrespectful when you hadn't gotten disrespectful with them, it's just kind of like, back up, take a step back, breathe, think about, is this something that I want to continue being this way towards, or do I just kind of want to say fuck it? Because honestly, if someone is giving me that energy, I'm going to match that energy. I'm not going to sit here and play with you. I'm not going to be nice to you. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to do any of those things. The only thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to handle my business, and I'm going to let you lose on your own. That's friends, family, coworkers. They all get that same treatment. If you are treating me this way, and I'm over here busting my ass for us to, do better, then you can do better on your own. You can win on your own. You can lose on your own. Plain blank period. Because I don't have the energy for it, and I don't have the time for it. And you shouldn't have the time for it either. I mean, why would you want to have the time or energy to deal with this? You already have bills to pay. If you have bills to pay. And even if you don't have bills to pay, you're saving money for the fact that in case you have to pay for bills. So what is the point of, dealing with this? And if there's anyone on my page who's watching this who's like a teenager, you are in school. You have school to think about. You have your future to think about. You have your health to think about. Nobody knows what's going on at home for you. And if they do, and they're still being this way, then there's a whole line being crossed right now. And it's a line that I wouldn't want to be crossed. So if conversating doesn't work, there's no conversating. I'm not even going to talk to you. You are not my issue. You're not my priority. You're not someone I want to be around. And that's just how it is. Anyway, I'm running out of time again, guys. That was kind of my rant on it. I hope this helps somebody. And if you can relate, make sure to comment Panda Babes and what you're relating to. This is the Ren Love. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. I love y'all. Mwah. Ren Love out.
Ooh.